Gemini, welcome back. Welcome if you're new. I'm Simone, the Moon Goddess. This is your week ahead when it comes to love. So whether you're in a relationship, you're dating, a situationship, thinking about an ex, maybe an ex popped up, single, however it resonates, all right? However it resonates. If it doesn't resonate, it's not your message. All right, so this will be for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Yeah, check the other videos as always so you get a better understanding. Check your moon, check your rising. And Gemini, I'm happy to say the giveaway is back. I haven't had a giveaway for quite some time. I'm going to be giving away a reading. I love to give away readings, share my gift, share my energy with you. So if you are interested in being a part of the giveaway, the draw will be held at the end of January. All you need to do is be subscribed and drop a comment under this video, any current video, and you will be considered for the giveaway. All right, so let's get into your reading, my loves. Spirit guides, assist me in connecting to Gemini for the week the 11th to the 17th of January 2021. May all messages be for the highest good of all involved, with harm to none. Amen. All right, let's get the messages. So I'm going to pull cards first for each position, and then I'll start the reading. All right, so the first position is what's happening in your current situation, like what's currently happening or coming. So we've got strength. Give me one more card for Gemini. Strength and the Magician. Ooh, trying to jump ship. All right, let's see what's your energy. Five of Pentacles. And the Sun reversed, Gemini. Wow, okay. Let's see what's your other person's energy. Right now you got the Eight of Cups at the bottom. What's Gemini's person's energy? There seems to be a lot of confusion as well. The way how the cards are shuffling. What's Gemini's person's energy? Are y'all dealing with a Scorpio? Because the cards relate this with Scorpio as well. What's Gemini's person's energy? Thank you. Page of Cups in the Tower. All right, and the underlying energies. What's going on underneath the surface? What's maybe you aren't aware of? Wow, the way that was forceful and decisive. The Ace of Swords and the Judgment card. Wow, that was decisive. All right, so. And here's your card at the bottom, the Lovers. You can't make it up. You cannot make this up. The Lovers is here. All right. Gemini. So the energies surrounding this connection or your situation when it comes to love, strength, and the Magician. I feel as if there's a push and pull between being maybe patient or receptive and being in control, taking action. Being there's a push and pull between yin and yang is what I'm feeling. You might need to determine when. There might be a specific time during the week where patience and empathy are important, and another part of the week where it's like, okay, now it's time for me to take definitive action. It could also be that in taking action, you are being patient, you are being tolerant, you're being empathetic. That's your power. That's how you need to deal with a situation. You know, it's not necessarily an active power. You know, it's subtle. So there is Mercury here, so that could be you, Gemini, Virgo, Gemini. There's Mercury with the Magician, and the Strength card could be Leo. So your energy, Gemini, like I mentioned, is the Five of Pentacles reverse. Sorry, the Five of Pentacles and the Sun reverse. What is this, my loves? Y'all just stressed out about money, stressed out about security. You don't feel secure in this relationship, or is it that money is an issue? You feel as if there's something hidden. Potentially, you feel as if somebody's not being very upfront. Maybe you're hidden yourself. Maybe you're not really showing a lot of your hand, so to speak. Maybe you feel as if this relationship is like literally walking on skulls, you know? It's like walking on, maybe you don't feel as if there's any energy in this connection. Your person's energy is the Page of Cups and the Tower. It's like whatever message they're coming, whatever emotional language they're coming with, whatever their emotional language is, it's they themselves might be struggling to, finding it challenging to express themselves emotionally. They might want this relationship to change in some way, whether it's y'all separate, whether it's, you know, a change. Like change doesn't necessarily have to be a negative thing, right? Change leads to change, right? Change leads to an opening. So it could be that they want to express to you that they desire a change, whether they want to end it. I feel like there's no need to fight this. There's no need to fight. There's no need to fight each other. There's no need to fight each other's perspective or perception of the relationship, the connection. They themselves might feel as if no matter what they say, it won't hold any weight with you. They might be doubting that they can express themselves to you because they might feel as if whatever they have to say is so light, it doesn't hold any weight. What's underneath the way the underlying energy of this reading came out, the way these cards were very definite, very clear. The Ace of Swords and the Judgment card. So there is an opening here for a dialogue. There's an opening here for a conversation to be had. Okay, and again, there's this sense of there's a change, but change in this sense is a rebirth. The Judgment card is a rebirth, it's a transformation, it's a destruction that leads to a regeneration. But an honest conversation has to be had, a clarity has to happen. Now, seeing that your Sun card is reversed, when I see the Sun reversed, for me, that's like shadow, that's like hidden, you know, maybe not being 100% honest. So it feels like if there is a sense of an avoidance happening, you know, but what needs to happen is a clear conversation, clear, honest conversation. And like I said, they got the Lovers here, so maybe the two of you want the same thing, but it's how y'all express. The Lovers and the Hierophant, my word, but that's a committed relationship. And then you got the Two of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, wow, hold on, and the Six of Wands. Why does this feel like love? But maybe y'all, both people thinking the same thing, both people thinking that the other person doesn't want it, but that's not what it is. What's your word of advice? What's the word of advice for Gemini? Make it clear, please, okay? Can I have one more card for their word of advice? Thank you. You got the King of Pentacles and Temperance reversed. So I feel like neither person is being patient with each other. There is like y'all frazzled. Is it frazzled? Y'all's energies are frazzled. Like it doesn't take much for y'all to like get on each other's nerves at the moment, which is why it's so necessary to be patient. You got Temperance, which again is about patience. It's about seeing how you can flow together, but it's reversed. So the King of Pentacles is, when it comes to love, the King of Pentacles, this is a committed energy. This is somebody who's committed. Could be a Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus within your situation. Doesn't have to be. But I see the Magician here, which could be Virgo with Mercury. Maybe it's a sense of y'all might be focused because the Five of Pentacles is here, which is that when you're thinking about money, there's that sense of lack. So maybe right now what's happened is that both people or you or your person could be so wrapped up in money, so wrapped up in surviving, you know, that there's no time, so to speak, for love. So something's out of balance. Essentially, something's out of balance. You got the Chariot here. So y'all need to talk. Y'all need to be real honest. Y'all need to be real clear. Y'all need to be like, stand there naked, literally, figuratively, however. But it's like there's no hiding, you know. Lay out on the table. What's the final outcome for Gemini? What's the final outcome for Gemini Spirit, guys? The Queen of Pentacles and the Hierophant. King of Pentacles, word of advice, Queen of Pentacles, final outcome. So it's like the difference in that is the King is the dominant energy, the Magician taking action. The Queen is the receptive energy. So from the beginning, I felt as if there's a need. It might not necessarily be active action, you know, it's like it's a passive action or a receptive action, taking action by listening. You know, maybe that's what the Ace of Swords is. It's not necessarily talking but listening. But both people, you all know what I'm trying to say, right? You listen. You listen to understand, to overstand, not to respond. And to have the Temperance card here, which is about balance, and then to have the King and the Queen show up, which is a couple. So for me, it's like your word of advice when it comes to love is don't try to focus so much on the materials. Like bring the love back into it. If you focus on the money, you repel. Like you got to get your spirit right. Y'all need to get y'all spirits right. Y'all need to get balanced within self. Each person needs to be balanced. If you're single, it's like you balancing your masculine and your divine feminine energies within. Balance your spirituality and your material world. Maybe when you do so, then somebody's going to come in with a conversation here. Somebody wants to say something though. Got the Three of Cups here at the bottom. So that's celebration energy. The world. This has shown up quite a few times in these readings. So things coming around again. And the High Priestess. So whatever is hidden is going to come out. Whatever is hidden is going to come to the light. All right, let me get some oracles for you. First thing I say is release your ex. Clearing your energy. All right, let's see. What's the message for Gemini? Comes to love. What's the message for Gemini? One card for Gemini Spirit, guys. Thank you. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. And that word expectations is so important, because what we expect is what we get. So if you are moving from old energy, because the first thing I saw was release your exes, the time has come to clear your energy. So if you're expecting that your person is going to behave how somebody from the past did, or even this person could be an ex coming back, but they've reformed, you know, they're balanced now. So it's like keeping an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectation. So if you've dealt with people who've disappointed you in the past, people who've made you feel like there is a lack, you got to stay open to new energies. You got to expect whatever, expect the best. Give me some cards for Gemini. Give me some cards for Gemini Spirit, guys, when it comes to their love. 11th to the 17th. Thank you. Oh no. All right, that's 2. Give me one more. Give me one more for Gemini. Or is that it? All right. All right, so the first one is sexual union. Honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. Sexual union. It makes me think the fact that y'all are the lovers, y'all are the twin, you know, union. King and Queen of Cups. Sorry, King and Queen of Pentacles. Maybe it might be, maybe y'all are actually the King and Queen of Cups. But right now, both people are just thinking about the materials, the tangibles. Maybe trying to make sense out of things. You have, you got sexual union and now sacred union. Honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. Gemini. The lovers indeed. And your third card, you may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there is always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. I told y'all something coming to the light when I saw the High Priestess and the Ace of Swords. Revelation, judgment, revelations. Look at the card. Look how beautiful that is. Gemini, that is your message 1919 when my eyes landed on my screen. That's your message. Drop a comment if you're interested in joining the giveaway. If you're new here, subscribe. Thank you so much for the love. I appreciate you. Thank you for watching. Have a beautiful week. And until your next video, my loves, take care.